We do not train to be merciful here. Mercy is for the weak. Here, in the streets, in competition, a man confronts you, he is the enemy. An enemy deserves no mercy. What is the problem, Mr. Lawrence? It's New Comic Book Day, sir. I want to go in Alterniverse. Hey!
Yeah. Shout out to Madness. Yeah. Rogue Nation 845. Bro.
What's good, Council of Comics? Once again, it's New Comic Book Day. We're here at the Alterniverse. We're here for July 20th, 2022. Ooh, it's hot out here. It's blazing hip-hop and R&B. Let's go check it out. Woo. What's good, y'all? What's good, my friend? What up? Chillin'. What's up, man? How are you? Good. Too. Anthony, my friend. How are you? What's good, bro? How are you? Chillin'. Oh, yes. The Alternicon.
Heaven. It's hot as hell out there, bro.
Yes, it is.
Oh man, it's gonna be hot as a barn. How you doing?
It's good.
I'm here.
Chillin'.
Yo, you know there's a second print coming out, Common Mint for Batman 125, but it's like a $30 to $39 book.
Really? Second print?
Yeah. Hold on, let me show you.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Tomorrow, Common Mint at 5 p.m.
What up? So, when did you start reading comic books?
I started reading comic books when I was 5 years old, so that would have been 93, 94? 93, 94. I saw the Batman movie first before I read comic books, and it blew my mind. And first comic book I ever read, you can answer that, right? First comic book I ever read was one of the comics in Nightfall, the Bane story. I can't remember which one. I just remember all the Kelly covers, right? Yeah, I just remember all those. That gripped me, you know, the long ears, crazy cape.
Yeah.
And I was hooked. I was hooked after that. I had to get all the Nightfalls at that point, and I just kept getting books and books. Doesn't matter what, as long as there was Batman's pointy ass ears on them. That's what I got. And then I got into Spawn.
All right. And what was the first comic shop that you ever visited?
That was Cosmo's Cards and Comics in the Bronx. Cosmo was such a great dude. My father used to own he used to fix cars, and he fixed Cosmo's car. He said, you know, bring your kids by, and I brought me in, and I just wanted everything. He was such a sweet dude. He gave me for my birthday an autographed Spawn #1 back when it was big.
Wow.
Yeah, back when he was huge, and he didn't, you know, autograph everything. But like, it was a special place. It was definitely a special place. When it closed down, I was heartbroken. But yeah, he hooked me up. He got me into everything, for sure. Helped me with my collections.
This guy over here.
You walk in his collection, and he's got a short box, and every book in it is like $800 books and shit. You know what I'm saying? He downplays.
This guy over here, the captain.
He's got so many of the J. Scott Campbell, all the Fire Spider-Man covers. Just
Jeez.
nonchalant. Got Miles Morales. This is the last Spidey book I read. I know that sounds sacrilegious. So I cut all the Spidey books out. Alice Ever After. This shit is fire. It's indie. Had to get both. Because wifey is collecting that cover. I'm collecting this cover. Yeah, I finally got my wifey collecting. Young Hellboy for my brother down in Atlanta. Hellboy's a shit. Venom for my daughter. She's big into Venom. New Fantastic Four. I haven't read issue 1, but I'm going to assume it was good if it's got Ghost Rider and the old squad on it. Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood. That's my pick of the week. Fuck it.
Deuces.
Why not? Get that shit. Oh, maybe that should have been Judgment Day. Let's go ahead and shift everything up and I almost said the MCU 616.
Let's make it even bigger.
Yeah,
X-Men
right.
so big, we want to make it bigger.
And Avengers, the one book. I don't know why I'm collecting this.
It's
Jason
the
Aaron.
first appearance of that guy on the cover.
Is
The
it
Ghost
really?
Samurai, yeah.
Well, if I had the ability to find where Jason Aaron lives, I would throw poop at his door. And that's the PG version because I don't know if kids watch this show.
I have to click the no, it's not for kids, bro. Homeboy, take me over to these lovely books that you have.
Started collecting a few years back. These are all the hip hop variants.
Oh, nice. Spider-Man #1. Black Panther, T'Challa #1. That's the dope homage to DMX right there. The Punisher, which one is this for? LL Cool J, Mama said knock you out, yup. What's this for? Who? Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, man, they're dope.
I got the whole set.
Boom.
That shit took me forever to get. I got them all. There's so many of them.
Uncanny X-Men #1. Which one is this?
That is, I believe it's Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. What about this one? Got you. They're probably like, yo, how he not know this? I'm 90s hip hop, bro.
There's some like, I think bro, there's mostly.
Yeah, Mobb Deep. Which one is this? Yeah, that's right. This is Eric B. Rocking. Who is this?
I think that has to be.
Is this Outkast?
There's some obscure ones, bro. Insane Clown Posse had one.
Yeah.
Tech 9 had one. Like, really?
Leave it in the comments if you guys know which one this one is. Boom.
Yeah,
Those
they
are dope.
did Psychology for Tech 9.
I have a few of those.
Really?
Yeah, I have the Thunderbolts one.
Okay.
I have the Thunderbolts one. I got a 9.4 graded Incredible Hulk. The new Incredible Hulk guy. It has the Built for Cuban Links homage to it. And I think I have another one. I'm not sure. I gotta look inside my stuff.
I'm trying to get rid of them.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
What are you looking for? So yeah, hit up in the comments
Hit up
below.
the comments. They're all for sale.
Best offer on the table.
Definitely.
What's your name?
My name's Eric.
Eric. You got an Instagram, YouTube, and? All right. So shout out to Eric in the comments. Be like, yo, I need them books. And let us know what's up.
Got it.
Peace.
They started doing this too. They did like Queen covers and different record covers from rock. Yeah.
They never continued that, though, right?
Well, there's a bunch. They did a bunch. So yeah, you can look for those too. Started a whole other collection.
Action. This is why you should be going to Terrificon, which is Friday the 29th of July, Saturday the 30th, Sunday the 31st, if I'm right, or August 1st is Sunday. You know what? The dates aren't here just to really aggravate me, and I'm all excited. Anyhow, John Romita Jr. will be there. Jerry Conway of The Amazing Spider-Man, Ms. Marvel, and Firestorm will be there. Garth Ennis, creator of The Boys, Hitman, Hellblazer, and also significant to The Punisher, will be there. Dan Jurgens, Death of Superman, Booster Gold, Ben Reilly's Spider-Man will be there. Ryan Otley of Invincible will be there. Jim Shooter, Secret Wars, Legion of Superheroes, Spider-Man's annual where he got married, Superman and Spider-Man team up, Jim Shooter, Legion of Superheroes Jim Shooter, he will be there. Rick Leonardi, Spider-Man 2099, Vision and Scarlet Witch, X-Men, Cloak and Dagger, Howard Chaykin, Amazing Spider-Man, The Shadow, Hysteria, he'll be there. Fabian Nicieza, New Mutants, X-Force, Web of Spider-Man, the New Mutants, the New Warriors, oh God forbid, I'm so sorry, the New Warriors, Fabian Nicieza will be there. Jerry Bingham.
Oh, what? Alternicon?
Yeah.
Flyers all over, but I don't have one in my hand. Alternicon, August 13th. We got cosplay, we got comics, we have vendors, we got you guys, you know, we got us guys. It's gonna be fire. We got a whole bunch of shit going down. Bringing people that have never even been to this store all lined up. We have vendors inside and out, so tell your friends. And tell their friends. Kids, balls.
In 1991, I literally passed by a newsstand, saw Web of Spider-Man '96, I believe it was, on the thing. I thought it was pretty cool to try to draw it. Bought it. When I read it, I was hooked. I went back like every week after that just to pick up whatever books, and that's what got me started on it.
Wow, Web of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
96.
it was no big issue because it was just actually first book, and it was Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Before that, I knew about Marvel because of the I collected that Series 1 trading cards, so I was familiar with them and whatever. So, but that was like the first book I bought.
I mean, what was the first comic shop you ever visited?
The first real comic shop. Some people might remember this Dragon's Den when they were in Cross County over there by the racetrack. That was the very first comic shop. It was months after I was collecting, because I used to buy just like at the corner store or the newsstands. I didn't even know about comic shops, and then my pops took me, because you know I was in the Bronx. He took me out there to the Cross County Mall. It's like there's a comic book store. I thought I was like Shangri-La when I walked in there, man. A lot of people remember. I think they said they moved or something, right?
Yeah, they moved a couple places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not even comics anymore. They're just cards.
Oh wow.
I think they sold Anthony all the rest of their stash. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What up, Cliff?
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As always, cool shirt.
thank you.
What's up?
Yeah, I gotta keep the collection going so I show up properly on screen.
Apparel again. So
Yeah, but
last
see,
week
that's
I had
better
the
for
Batman
you.
Shirt, and today we've got the Paranormal Pactivity. Somebody asked me, oh, there you go. This is what it looks like, I guess. I don't know.
I'm too Anthony, but my whole Hawaiian shirt thing is that like I'm just too you know, lively and luscious for the camera. So like I need these to properly hide me and contour me in a way that is consumable for the public. You know, as they once told Margaret Cho when she had her own series on ABC, your face is too wide for the camera.
They said the same thing to Carrie Fisher. They said her head was too wide, so then they made her put on these, you know, hair that made her head even wider. Yeah, they made her lose weight because her head was too wide.
Yeah, crazy. It's terrible.
She was a little woman. She was only.
I know. We all saw her in Blues Brothers. We know the truth,
Right?
right?
A lady. And they were like, you gotta lose weight. They're like, to lose weight for that size, you die. Like, there's like so much to lose.
May she rest in peace. That poor woman.
Yeah, she went through a lot.
She did.
She also was jealous of Hayden Christensen because she said Hayden Christensen didn't have all that hair. They just put it on him. And she said, you know, 1977, we had Velcro. They could have just slapped those things on the side of her head and did them in. That's her real hair.
Yeah.
That was her real hair. Yeah, so she had to sit for hours before the boys came on set to get her hair done. And
Look,
she said when she
it
met
was
Hayden
77.
Christensen, it's still they could have just given her.
Maybe, but look at Vecna. That dude's there for what 8 hours? Yeah. So like you know, people still suffer. They still suffer.
No, it's just funny though because she said Hayden Christensen, you know, was like basically getting his hair done with it. It took like, you know, like here you go. And all
Well,
of a sudden
remember
he
she
had all these locks.
also said that she basically never had a wardrobe change, and then she watched you know episodes 1, 2, and 3, and she sees Padme going through all these different outfits, and she's like, where was that for me? She's like, it was like, go get in the thing, go get in that, go get in the gold bikini.
Well, that's the thing. I
Yeah, there's Princess gear, Hoth gear. There, you know, the
Slave Leia.
Slave Leia gear.
Endor with the hat.
Endor with the hat, but don't forget like Super Spy Leia.
Right.
Like
With
before she
Bosch,
becomes Slave Leia.
The
The Bosch thing. So like she got a few looks, but the looks didn't come until like the last movie. The last movie's like, here's a few looks, right? But basically, movie 1 and movie 2, it's like, yeah, here's your look for the movie. But you know.
But they also are supposed to be kind of militant, right? So and plus in the first.
I know,
movie,
but
they're
it's a
saving her.
rebellion. What rebellion?
Well, the
I
first
mean,
movie
like,
they're
you
saving
know,
her, and then
who are we
you get
basing it off of?
7, 8, and 9, she has a whole bunch of different outfits too. So.
Yeah. Well, because we know better by then. You know? We just know.
This is a good book too, man.
Is it?
Highly recommended right here.
Oh yeah. Love
Yeah,
that
for
book.
real, man. Yeah,
Just like
definitely.
continuing the movie.
Yeah, for real. No, they did an incredible job. It feels like it slipped right in between the movies.
Yeah, and the same thing with Batman.
89.
Batman 89. Dope.
Yeah.
And they continued with the Billy D. Williams.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
actually being drawn by
Local
Hudson
people.
Valley native, man.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Joe Sonos, he graduated from Hyde Park.
Really?
Yeah, I think he moved out to California, right? Isn't that, or
Last
something
I
like-
heard, he was in Boston.
Oh, okay, I knew he moved far away, but he comes back around once in a while. But
Yeah, his sister runs Regal.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, yeah. No, that was a great book too, man. Yeah, that Billy D. Williams thing, because we never saw that come
It was done very well,
to
man.
life in the movies, though. We all thought that's what was gonna happen. We heard Harvey Dent. We were
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it was Tommy Lee Jones.
Hey, maybe we'll see Billy D. Williams reprise it because the whole Flashpoint bringing
Yeah.
Michael Keaton over.
You never know. Hey, he did the voice of Two-Face in the Lego Batman movie. So he got the.
If DC was smart,
Yeah.
this is what you would
I don't
do.
know. I don't know. They're a mess, dude. It's a mess, man. But at least they got this though. You know, stuff
Yeah.
like this though.
Shout out to DC on the
Yeah,
Superman
for real.
78 and
For
Batman
real.
89.
For real, no doubt. For real.
Like George Perez or some guys would do like Avengers or John Romita. I used to take paper and take the whole page and measure it out and draw the whole page. Just drawing this shit, because I used to love doing the artwork of it. Yep. Then the fingers got a little, but it's still there.
We're all a
though.
little Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, it's still there though.
I don't know
So
about feet and
yeah,
fingers.
but that's how I got. I just kept doing it and been on it since. And they got a way of saying I'm the historian, because I read all this stuff, Independence, everything. I'm doing pretty good grading too. Gee.
Excellent.
Hey, how you guys doing? This is my pick of the week. I got Justice League and the Legion of Superheroes. Just trying to finish it off. It's a slow-paced story. Picked up the Flash. It's a key, a new character in there. Pretty good read though, I'll give it that. This was really a good read. Yeah, artwork is nice. It's black, white, and red colors with a little gray tones, but it's really good. It's really nice inside. Bringing back Azrael, he's on the cover. World's Finest, Dan Mora, can't do without it. If you're not reading it, I think you should pick this up. Batman The Knight is really good. It's like his early years, his origin and stuff. Cover pick, Frank Cho, Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood. Iron Man number 21, the Alex Ross cover, is a key. It's a Weapon X character here we've never heard of. Big key. I picked this one up because I want to finish it out and see what's going on, but I like both covers. This is Pat Gleason and Mark Brooks. I got the Gleason, but I got to get a Mark Brooks. After that was the Avengers. This guy is killing the artwork inside. I can't say his name, I don't know how to announce it, but it's a character, new key. It's this samurai ghost rider here.
Ghost Ronin or something.
Yeah. Beautiful artwork inside. All these books I looked inside, the artwork is they're stepping up their game. Black Adam, It's a good story. I'll say no more. It's a 12-issue series, but if you're not reading, the artwork is really good. There's not crappy artwork. It's really good. Good story, character development. Hell, you might be a descendant of Black Adam. You never know. Catwoman, the Jenny cover, really good. Really good. Now I'm going into the independent mode. I've been following We Live, even though I don't understand the story at all. Blink is something new, and Sam can tell you I'm the independent guy. I'll give it a try. They're all one issues. That's number 4, We Live. Dark Space Wildfire. I got a funny feeling this is like about a young girl out in California dealing with the wildfires out there and what goes on in there. I like this cover because it's Jennifer's blood. This is the last issue till they pick up doing something else. This cover is just, I like it. This is when the governor attacks the prison. So I gotta get this one. Rogue Gallery, another one of those independents, just giving it a try, see how it goes. Do a power bomb. Believe it or not, it is a good story about this young girl wrestler making a deal with a demon or a devil, I don't know, but it's pretty good. Believe it or not. Oh, can't leave out Shang-Chi in the 10 Rings art germ cover. The artwork in here is much better than it had been in the past, believe me when I tell you. Bloodstained Teeth, really a good story. This vampire, he's giving people immortality, head of the vampire cult that's alive with the humans. He's got to go back and kill everybody that he's done, or else they're going to kill him. Seven Sons, a little bit, gotta figure this one out. I gotta figure this one out. Then I picked up a couple of these sitting around. Hopefully, cover price, hopefully. Then Grimm number 1, 4th print, gotta have it. Grimm number 3, the foil. Am I saying them numbers right? Grimm number 3 to Jenny, and Grimm number 3, I don't know. Oh yeah, the Lee. Supposed to be FOC, regular price. Yeah. And that will do it. And I can't think of something stupid to say, so Sam can have my closing laugh at the end. I lied. There you go, right there. Peace out. Love y'all.
Jerry Bingham, Batman, Black Panther, Spider-Man and Ant-Man, classic, he will be there. Legend, Jose Garcia Lopez, okay? The Untold Legend of the Batman, Superman and Wonder Woman, Batman versus the Hulk. He did the entire freaking, what did he call it? The comics guide to all the outfits for DC Heroes and all the logos and everything. That was Jose Garcia Lopez. Mirka Andolfo, you love her covers for Mercy, Harley Quinn, Sweet Parika, and Unnatural. Gene Ha, writer and artist, Captain America, Wonder Woman, Batman, Action Comics, he'll be there. Stephanie Phillips of Harley Quinn, Butcher in Paris, The Dark Knight, and Wonder Woman, she'll be there. Mark Bagley, Ultimate Spider-Man, Venom, the original miniseries, The Thunderbolts. Mark Bagley will be there. Legend, Jim Sterling, The Infinity Gauntlet, The Death of Captain Marvel will be there.
About LBNG, I got cover A for 2. I missed on cover B, right? So then when I came here last week, man right here was like, I didn't even have it on my list, but he handed me cover B. I think by the next day, it was already going for like $40, $50 on eBay. I don't know what, I think they said they're short and on demand or something.
Yep, second prints are coming.
You know what's crazy? I found out about it Saturday. And I had just happened to I was swinging by another shop. I went in there to pick up 1 or 2 books. I saw issue 3, like 5 of them there. I didn't grab them because this was before I saw it. And as soon as I got home, I looked at my phone and I saw that they were going. I'm like, oh no, they were already closed. So yeah. All right, what's up, guys? Let's see. I got do a Pop Bomb issue 2, right? From Image. Another one for me. We got Bloodstained Teeth issue 2. No, this is 4. I really like this one. We got Grimm issue 3, cover A, and the David Bowie prison variant. And we got Alice Ever After. This one's issue 4. This is pretty good, man. This is as if Wonderland was just like in her head because she's like cuckoo. G.I. Joe, the best of Snake Eyes. I collect all those best ofs. We got the prison variant for Catwoman 45. Got the prisons, Black Adam 2. I'm hearing from somebody. A little birdie said that's gonna be a good book. Then we got the variant, Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. We got cover A. I forget his name, this artist's name right here. Yeah. Then we got the Art Germ. Iron Man issue 21, got a first appearance up in this one. Miles Morales issue 40. I think it might be wrapping up the whole Empire of the Spider story. Then we got that dope Predator variant, man. I really like that one. Defenders Beyond issue 1 is continuing from that, Defenders from last year. And Axe Judgment issue 1. Avengers issue 58. Their Predator variant. This got the first, Ghost Samurai or whatever have you. The Jim Bartel She-Hulk. Some beautiful covers. We got the Star Wars 25. Had to get that Choose Your Destiny variant with Luke. Darth Vader 25. Had to get the Choose Your Destiny. This is Darth Pearl and Ahsoka Tano. That's all I got.
All right.
Who's the new guy?
Somebody watched my video.
Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm here to show you my books. I didn't have a lot come out today. Just doing a lot of catch up. All Out War was brand new. Interior looks great, and I feel like everything DC Vampires right now is really good. Great cover. I love seeing Azrael and Deadman in the same cover. That's awesome. So, World's Finest, must every time it comes out. Must. Such like Mora. I swear to God, man, how beautiful is that? The S on the back. Yeah, he's incredible. He's incredible. I just everything Mora, just get it. This is some catch-up books. Got the Flashpoint Beyonds. One was from I think 2 weeks ago. The other, I just read 0 and number 1, and it's pretty fun. Like Thomas Wayne. Catching up a lot with Knight, Batman Knight. Got all those. This is the brand new one. 7 just came out. And then these are all the previous ones. It's really good art, really good everything. Enjoying that. And this was a Paul. Told me to get it. I gotta get it. Yeah, I gotta get it. Yeah, first appearance. Yeah, this is the book. First appearance. It's nice. It's actually a nice cover. I haven't been keeping up with it, but I don't know. Maybe we'll get number 1. And that's it for this week. Next week, next week's gonna be heavy.
Yes.
Next week's heavy, so look forward to that. Good one, guys.
What up?
How you doing?
When did you start reading comics?
All right, I'm gonna date myself. See, I did it when I was like 7 years old, so that had to be in 1965.
Okay.
See, and I was born down south in rural North Carolina, and the nearest town was like 45 minutes away, 50 minutes away, and I picked up, the first book I ever picked up was Magnus Robot Fighter, done by Russ Manning, might have been number 12.
That's the original Magnus.
The original Magnus, Russ Manning. So I was hooked, but where I was at, there were no comic book places nowhere around. So when I came to Poughkeepsie, I was in 3rd grade, so when I got to 5th grade, there was the old restaurants that had the newsstand and the spinning carts in the back and the newspapers, and then I started getting them off the racks. That's when I found out. I never knew Marvel existed, DC didn't exist or anything. And then those places disappeared. Then it was always 7-Eleven trying to catch the Marvels off the spinner racks, and when they shut down, I used to go down to the Village Comics, all up and down Manhattan, finding comic book places, Forbidden Planet, Midtown. Then excuse me, Iron Vic opened up Iron Vic Comics up in Poughkeepsie. And that's where I started being able to meet guys like Anthony and everybody else that was back then. And I've been hooked ever since.
And did I say Mark Bagley? Well, hold on to your whatever. Terry Kavanaugh, Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man Unlimited, Moon Knight, he will be there. Legend, Jerry Ordway, Power Shazam, All-Star Squadron, Adventures of Superman, Batman 80, the original Batman 89 film adaptation, he will be there. Rick Holberg, artist, animator, What If Jane Foster, All-Star Squadron, the original Star Wars Marvel series, Spider-Man the animated series itself, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends animated, Rick Holberg will be there. Brett Breeding, artist on Superman for the Death of Superman, Avengers, Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man, the Mighty Thor, Hawkeye, the original Marvel Thundercats series, Brett Breeding will be there. Don Glutt, also the original What If Jane Foster, The Invaders, Frankenstein, Masters of the Universe, and Empire Strikes Back, he will be there. Randy Emberlin, artist, also from The Amazing Spider-Man.
Turned her into like a shade. Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I just caught up on all that shit. It was amazing.
Yo, I don't know what this is about, but yeah, I know. I know you guys heard about the Space Negro, last Negro of space. Ain't got last Negro, the last Negro. Oh my goodness. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Where is it on this?
Is that the Batgirl artist that did the cover too?
San Diego Comic-Con. You can't make this up. Can't make it up.
We have ourselves here a mystery. Is it a number 2? Or is it a number 3? We are so confused. What's good, Council Comics? We're going over my picks. These are Anthony's picks. They're not Paul's picks. They're not Steve's picks. They're not Franklin's picks. They're my picks. Alright, here we go. So we got Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. Number 1. This is a key book. First appearance. Catwoman number 45. Jenny Frison. Of course, is gorgeous. Iron Man 21. This is a key book as well. Dope covers. Iron Man always has his dope covers. We're missing something here. So, Han Solo and Chewbacca number 4. I'm really liking this series. It's got Han and his father, and now they're about to battle Black Chrysanthemum. Dope. Darth Vader number 25, the Choose Your Destiny variant for Darth Crawl. Dope. Darth Vader 25. I think it's like cover B, something like that. Star Wars number 25. Dope, has all the era of characters on there. Star Wars number 25, the Choose Your Destiny variant, Luke Skywalker, pretty dope. Judgment Day number 1 for Marvel. We're gonna see what this new event is all about. Pretty dope cover. I like that. And we got the Peach Momoko variant. You know how we love the Peach Momoko. Know what I mean? Then we got Black Adam. Deuces on the Black Adam #2. This is the first appearance of White Adam. I'm predicting this is going to be a big book. This is cover A. And got cover B as well. Pick this book up, guys. Pick this book up. This is going to be a hot book. Grimm #3. There's also a Jenny Frison variant of this. And Paul, what print is this Grimm 1? 4. This is the 4th print? Yeah. Woo! Dun, 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 dun. Got them all. Gunslinger Spawn. Dope book. All the Spawn books right now are pretty dope. This is issue number 10. And we got cover B. I think this is done by Booth. Pretty dope. Usagi Yojimbo #29. Big Usagi fan. Pretty dope. After School #2. I told you guys in the video, the key book. This is a book to get. This is touching a controversial issue. And those kind of books usually end up being pretty hot. So make sure you pick up that as well. Avengers #58. This is the first appearance of this guy here. It's a Ghost Ronin or something like that. Pretty dope. This is an independent artist elite. I like it because it's a homage to X-Men 265, I believe. The Jim Lee cover would be Captain America, Wolverine, and Black Widow. Pretty dope. This is cover B of DC vs. Vampires. Pretty dope. #1. I like that cover. Flash #784. This is the key, first Night Flash. And then cover B, the all white. It's like a cream color. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. You don't miss out on this. A lot of y'all missed out on #1. This is the Art Adams cover for New Fantastic Four. The #1 of this series, Wolverine's going for about $100 right now. Don't miss out on this. Art Adams, pick it up. Miles Morales #40. Just reading Miles, it's getting a little bit better. It's not great. Still, after all these issues, I'm still not feeling the costume. You got to bring back that old school costume, which I'm sure they will eventually. And Han Solo and Chewbacca #4, the Choose Your Destiny Ahsoka variant. Boom. And then I also picked up this. Somebody came in and they had this bad boy. And I picked it up. Real happy. For those of you that don't know, this is the first symbiote that eventually becomes Venom. This is Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #8. It's in a decent condition. I'm going to clean and press it, but I'm very happy to add this to the collection. Cool. All right, so those are my picks. Remember, they're not Anthony's picks, they're not Paul's picks, they're not Steve's picks, they're definitely not Franklin's picks. They're my picks. See you guys later. Peace.
It's the numbers. This is #3.
Right.
They're both the same comic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one is. It's a variant. Well, let's see how big of a variant. This is the F cover.
We will solve this mystery.
I don't know. I'd have to see one that is the same book, like an actual picture of it.
What I got with it is the profit that I make to do that.
Yeah.
So, yo, I just picked this up for 100 bones.
Serious?
Yeah,
Can't go wrong.
can't go wrong, bro.
Hell no, you can't go wrong. I paid $60 for mine. Can't go
Yo,
wrong.
it's true. No, that's a major key right
Hell
there.
yeah, big time.
I can take it if you want it.
Here, we're just ranting, but So by his new standards, that means that Thor kissed his mom, right? Like made out with his mom.
Is this spoilers for Love and Thunder?
No, this is not. No, I'm talking about like because of Jason Aaron making the fact that Thor is apparently the child of Phoenix.
Oh.
And he had like the huge makeout session with Phoenix. So I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and scrap that. That's no go. That's that Elon Musk shit. We're not.
What are you talking about, Nova?
Nova #1.
Yeah, that's big key right now.
Yeah. I have one of those. We'll have one of those in the shop. Silver Surfer #1 from the 60s. I'll have one of those. Got one of those coming.
Nice.
What's that worth?
Amazing Spider-Man 39. First John Romita senior cover on Spider-Man. Got that coming back.
Nice.
What else? A bunch of Strange Tales. Some other things. So
Nice.
hopefully I'll have them back before the 13th. We'll see. It's been a long time. Those books have been out for a long time. Turnaround time on those books, though, is a long time right now. So,
Very long time.
yeah. Yeah, you've been waiting. We just got your guys' books back.
Yeah, I'm
We
still
did the
waiting on
unveiling
them.
here. How long do you look? Because we
How long?
know from the time you put up the first video to the time they
It was
put
a
up
year
the
and a
video,
half.
It was a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
still waiting for 3.
Yeah,
Wolverine 1.
Did we
Cap
press and
6,
clean
the
that?
first Winter Soldier.
You didn't press and clean
No,
or anything?
no. And Spider-Man Unlimited. The Maximum Carnage.
Maximum Carnage. Yeah.
Star Wars for Dark Horse. Randy Eberle will be there. Scott Hanna, Thunderbolts, House of M, Detective Comics, Amazing Spider-Man. Scott Hanna will be there. Joshua Cassara, artist, X-Force, Wolverine, Falcon, Mycroft Holmes, and Stormbreakers. So sorry. He'll be there. Joe St. Pierre, Venom, Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2099, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Secret Weapons. He will be there. Pat Boderick, Firestorm the Nuclear Man, Micronauts, Classic Detective Comics, Alpha Flight. He will be there. Keith Williams, Web of Spider-Man, The Sensational She-Hulk, Action Comics with John Byrne, U.S. Agent. Keith Williams will be there. Tana Ford, artist on Duck, Silk, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Livewire, New Warriors, Gem, Star Trek, Black Panther. Tana Ford will be there. Mike DiCarlo. Hi, and welcome to Cliff's Corner. This is my corner. And I'm picking up Knights of X this week. Because the story doesn't make me sick, and I enjoy it. But also, like, more Jews and Mutants, pretty interesting. Defenders Beyond is new this week. I like the Beyonder. I like the implication of Secret War. I like the cast. So I'm giving the book a shot. Day of Judgment has begun this week. Who are you reading for? The X-Men? The Eternals? The Avengers? I don't know. I think I'm rooting for the X-Men, but I'm so annoyed with every team. I'll be happy to take some losses. That's not true. I love you, baby. The other cover, the regular cover. I just thought the X-Men cover was prettier. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's a #1. I didn't even know it was coming out. I'm just grabbing it just in case. New Fantastic Four. I mean, the Wolverine cover went up in value last week, so I figured why not? Let's do it again with Ghost Rider. World's Finest #5. The story's been cute. We have a decent writer. I'm having a nice time with it. Black Adam #2. Key. First appearance of White Adam. Nightwing #94. Of course, I want to get the Barber cover. Justice League versus Legion of Superheroes #4. I really like this cover. I'm getting the regular cover to read. Dark Crisis, Flash 784. Absolutely. Will our heroes be able to bring Barry home? Duo #3. Because I haven't had my final verdict on this book. Dark Crisis, Young Justice. And of course, I got the Superboy cover. So those are my picks this week at Cliff's Corner. Tune in next week to find out what I'm drinking to get myself to sleep at night. Thank you.
So my father was into comics. He got me in at an early age. I got books before this, but the first book that changed the game for me was Uncanny Volume 2, Number 1, the Jim Lee.
Ooh, the highest selling comic book of all time.
When I saw that, I didn't understand these characters can look like that, and then I started. That's when I started collecting because of artists. Like, that's when I started realizing that, oh, like, you know, certain artists actually make these characters look different, and that's when I got into artists. So it was Jim Lee, and then Andy Kubert took over a little bit after that. So that was the most significant. Like I said, I had books before that, but that was the one that changed the game for me.
What was the first comic book you ever read?
I think that's the first one I remember. Yeah. There had to be something before that. I always liked War Machine because he was a cooler version of Iron Man. He had all the guns and he was gray and black, and I liked darker colors. I liked Wolverine was always up there. Black Panther was another one. I like big cats. I like the color black. So probably one of those, but like I said, yeah, the first that I remember like that is X-Men number 1, Volume 2, number 1.
What was the first comic shop you ever visited?
The first one I remember, there was a spot called New York Dugout. It was right down the road from my house. That's the first one I really remember because it was that and Dragon's Den when I was a kid. Those were like the two big ones. I never actually heard of Iron Vic's when I was a kid, only later on in life I found out about that. But yeah, in my area it was New York Dugout and Dragon's Den.
Thank you, sir. First question, when did you start reading comic books?
I was 7. It was Man of Steel, John Byrne. It was on the news. I got excited because I love the Superman movies, and that's what led me to go buy it at Lloyd's. Lloyd's used to be open in Newburgh. All right, next question.
All right. What was the first comic shop that you ever visited, and give us a little detail on it.
First comic shop I ever visited that was an actual comic shop was Iron Vic's at the Five Corners in New Windsor, which a lot of people have trouble remembering existed for some reason. It took me years to convince Anthony that Iron Vic's in New Windsor existed. When I met and interviewed Scott Loeb and I told him how when I was a kid I met him at Iron Vic's in New Windsor, he's like, nah, it wasn't New Windsor. He swore it wasn't New Windsor. And then we went and found the dude who originally owned October Country to verify that it was New Windsor. that was fun. But it was very nice. I remember I gave my list to a dude there. He's like, dude, you want some expensive comics? I was like, I don't need them in mint condition. I just want to say that I own one. So I have like Monell's first appearance all beaten up thanks to them. It's also where I found the Death of Superboy. It's where I got the Alpha Flight issue where North Star comes out. It's also where I got his first issue, Scott Liddell's first issue of Uncanny X-Men.
Say that again?
I got punched by Andy Kubert. It was one of my defining moments, actually. Nah, so, alright, like I was saying before, Jim Lee, X-Men #1. After that, Andy Kubert took over. So Jim Lee and Andy Kubert were like my first favorite artists. Them and then Silvestri was probably my third. But Andy Kubert, I actually went to the Kubert School. So in my second year, I had Andy as a teacher, and I was not the best student. I was always late. I was trying to. So at the time, the school was geared a lot more towards kids who never really worked before. They were looking for like work experience. And me, I was in my mid-20s already. I had already been working for like over a decade. I wanted all the technical stuff that I missed out on, you know, going to high school and, you know, caring about different things and falling out of art and stuff like that. So I would take forever and a day with every assignment. I would try to really like dive in and get them right. It ended up causing me to be behind on like every project. So I didn't have a lot of critiques because in order to get the critique, you have to have your piece done on time. So I remember it was at the end of the year, and I had known it was supposed to be a 3-year program. I only did 2, but I knew I wasn't going back for my 3rd year. So it was like the last class I had, and it was with Andy, and Andy was the sequential art teacher. So I asked him, and I was like, can I get like one last critique from you? It's not done, but it, you know, at least, you know, I get my money's worth type thing. You know, you're like one of my heroes. So he's like, yeah, of course. So I show him the pages that we were doing, and it was one of our assignments that we had to do was something that him and Adam did, which was Batman vs. Predator. So I showed him my Batman vs. Predator pages, and he looks down at the pages, he looks up at me, he looks down at the pages, he looks up at me again, and then he punches me in the arm. Not a real punch, it was a playful punch. And he's like, I don't believe it, man. He's like, I didn't even know that you could do this because I haven't seen like anything from you. And he actually got kind of mad because he realized that I can draw, and I just wasn't hitting the deadlines because I was, you know, a lot of these kids, I don't want to talk bad about anybody, like, but a lot of people were just hitting deadlines and they didn't really care about what the art actually looked like. And for me, it was kind of the opposite. I'm like, when I go get my portfolio reviewed by somebody, they're not going to see that I hit the deadline. They're just going to see what's sitting in front of them, you know? Mm-hmm. So you had a lot of people hitting deadlines and they were passing with flying colors, and me, like, I was just trying to do, I'm not saying I was better than all of them, I'm just saying I was trying to do more, you know, than just hit a deadline. I understood that that was the most important part, but it's like you only have to tell me once. I don't need to, you know, like I said, I'd been working for so long at that point, I don't need to, you know, that doesn't need to be drilled into my head. Tell me once, I understand it. All right, now help me with the art so that I can meet the deadlines. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was all. Andy punched me. I got punched by one of my heroes. And the rest is history. good for the industry, you know, and it's good for artists, so I'm glad, you know what I mean? But it's gotten to be a bit much, you know what I mean? People are after these, they don't even know why. They're like, I need that cover, the Chronic cover, because it's an homage to the Chronic cover from Dre, and I'm like,
Oh, you seen that?
like, what does that have to do with the book though? Why does that even matter? And people are just like, oh, I gotta get it. And then it sells out in like 5 minutes. And like I said, for the industry, that's great, you know, and for artists, that's great. But it's just kind of gotten to be like a gimmick now, you know. It took some of the soul out of it.
I might go. He got me a little convinced. I've never been to a con. So
Nah, yeah, you
he's trying to
definitely
tell me to convince me to go to Terrificon.
That's one of the better. It is.
Renee Witterstatter of Sensational She-Hulk and Infinity Crusade. She will be there. Carl Plotz of the Punisher War Journal. Venom, Doctor Strange, Alien Legion will be there. Tim Townsend, artist and inker. New X-Men, Non-Stop Spider-Man, House of M, Doctor Strange will be there. Ken Wheaton of Futurama, Bart Simpson Comics, etc. will be there. Tom Zoller of My Little Pony will be there.
And
That's
many
right.
more, Cliff. And many, many more.
I'm not gonna stop until I'm ready.
Well, my friends, we cooled off kind of cool because there's a lot of heat, but we got to.
No, I was in the car.
Doing my. That's why I'm his #1 fan. Yes. He doesn't believe him. I believe him. Now we're ready to get the show on the road.
That's right.
When did you start reading comics? At what age?
It's like 4 years old. So, yeah, the first comic that I kind of gravitated towards was a Spider-Man comic. There was a book called Origin of Marvel Comics, which I suggest, by the way. It came out in like 1978, 77, somebody check me. Came out in the late 70s. And my mom had it. And like they're picture books, right? Like Beatrice Potter and things like that people read. But we also had Origin of Marvel Comics. And I wanted to know, you know, I wanted to learn how to read off of comic books. So I think that that's also kind of what incentivized me to read. Because in the Origin of Marvel Comics, between the stories of the comics, like Amazing Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and Thor, they're all in there. Their first issues are all in there, right? Like in between those comics was why did Stan Lee create these characters and things, right? Like in his words, like why, you know, the idea of like Doctor Strange being reviewed like it was some high art form, right? Like Steve Ditko's Strange Pictures and everything, like it started getting written about in colleges. So those stories are in that book, and I wanted to be able to read that as well as the comics themselves. So I think that is probably the first comic. And then not long after, I was probably 9 years old, I started going to the comic book store regularly, and I think that other people had mentioned there's a store called Iron Fix in Raymond Avenue. And then about 20 years ago, when I went to open this store, I actually went to that old location and looked about renting it and stuff. But I guess, you know, your eyes being, it's almost like going to a meal and your eyes being bigger than your head, because the store was no bigger than a couple hundred square feet. I don't know how me and Iron Vic fit in the store. Forget about all the comic books that he had. Paul can talk more about that too. It was a small store. I think it's a Verizon kiosk, which is, that's the size of this store. It was a tiny shop. So we couldn't do the things that we do here in that spot. So.
Mike DiCarlo, Batman: A Death in the Family, Batman with McFarlane, Omega Man with the first appearance of Lobo. He will be there. Artist John Dell, artist and inker, Ultimate Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Venom, X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, JLA, Lobo, and more. He will be there. Bob Budiansky. Well, you know what? I tried. Writer, artist, editor, Transformer, Sleepwalker, What If, Ghost Rider, Punisher, Namor, and more. Sleepwalker is awesome. Sam De La Rosa, also the Venom miniseries, Black Panther, What If Avengers, Star Wars, he's there. Michael Golden, I love him. Marvel Fanfare, Doctor Strange, he'll be there. Chris Marin, Amazing Spider-Man, Wonder Woman with George Perez, Doctor Strange, he will be there. Dan Didio, you know him, you love him, you hate him, he's there. CB Sobieski, Editor of Marvel, will be there. Klaus Janson will be there. Alex Sovic will be there.
And many, many more.
And many, many more. I didn't get to name all my favorites. You suck. 10-minute timer. All right, so the Orville is Seth MacFarlane's take on his love of Star Trek. And actually, Dr. Finn is played by one of the actresses from Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. And some of the other cast are people who have made cameos in the Star Trek Next Generation series. And a lot of guest stars are people who've had a place in Star Trek history. But some of them are just people who really want to play around in a futuristic setting. Like, one of the admirals is played by, oh my god, I've just lost it. Sam from Cheers. Ted Danson, thank you. Ted Danson is one of the admirals. I think that's great. Admiral Halsey is played by, oh my god, his name is escaping me too. This is terrible. Don't get old, folks. But anyhow, the dude who played Professor Stein on, on The Flash and Legends, but also, of course, we know him from Titanic. Heaven forbid I forget that. And he's an amazing actor, and his name is escaping me nonstop. And he's got a fantastic Christmas movie on Hulu. Y'all should check that out too.
You watch Star Trek Strange New Worlds?
Yes, and
I just watched the first episode.
And
I loved it.
Right, you will like the Orville. The only thing about the Orville, like, the language is very modern day for the most part. I think that helps to lure you in with a little sense of humor. And that's another thing that's jarring for people, is like a serious story with like humor blended in. Not a lot of people have liked it, but I'm telling you, the tones of the stories have been absolutely fantastic. Bordis, who's like one of the top 3 commanders on the ship. Like, there's like the captain, his first commander, which is his ex-wife, and she basically like made this assignment happen. And then there's Bordis, and Bordis comes from an all-male planet, and they all have male pairings, right? And then Bordis has been sitting on an egg because he's pregnant, and then it's time for the baby to be conceived. The baby comes out female. That's against his planet's code, so they go to his planet, have a whole freaking jury and everything about it, even find a sole surviving female on the world to come forward in protest. They still reassign the baby. And that is never left alone. It comes back again and again in season 1 and season 2, even in season 3, which I say that it culminates in season 3 with A Tale of Two Topas. Topa's the name of the kid. Obviously, you can tell I feel really special about that. Isaac is an artificial life form on the ship who is like assigned to them, like to, assess humans so that his alien artificial intelligence race can make a decision on whether or not to join the Union of Planets, right? Because they have their own little enemy called the Krill, which is basically like their snake-like version of the Klingons, right? All of that actually comes to a head in season 2, and new alliances are formed very quickly. And that's not even the killer. That's not even the finale for season 2. The finale for season 2 is a really whacked out time travel episode. Then, of course, COVID struck, and season 3 went from Fox to Hulu, and season 3 is 10 episodes, but all the episodes are over an hour long. And this season has been great. It has dealt with suicide. It has dealt with gender assignment. It has dealt with race relations. It has dealt with, like, the weirdest odds and ends of parenthood and what that could mean for people. And, I mean, all this while still being, like, that Star Trek spirit. So I've really been liking it. But as far as adventures that are happening with, like, a continuous undertone for the main characters, I compare that to Strange New Worlds. Both of them have been absolutely excellent. They feel like, both of them to me feel like Star Trek.
All right. So I started reading comic books when I was about 8 years old. My mother used to buy the collection of like Tom Sawyer and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. She wanted me to read. She's like, I want you to read. I'll give you $5 for every book that you read. And I was like, fine. I did 2. She gave me $10. I was like, my head hurts. I can't read these novels. She's like, all right, fine. So then one day, she shops in the ShopRite Plaza, and Rite Aid was right next to it. So we went into Rite Aid to get some medicine for my grandmother or something. And so I'm just walking around. I walk past the magazine rack, and I look down, and I see comic books. And I saw Avengers Annual, High Evolutionary War. I remember he's holding the globe like that with the Avengers all around. I was like, that's pretty cool. So I picked it up. I looked inside. I saw a Gray Hulk. I saw a Captain America, which is, he has the U.S. agent outfit then. I was like, is this some kind of new thing? Because, you know, you've heard of Captain America and Hulk, but they just look different. And so I grabbed that. I saw a G.I. Joe, because I was big into G.I. Joe and action figures. I grabbed that. I went to my mom and said, Mom, can you buy this? She's like, what is this? She grabbed it. She looks at it. I was like, you want me to read? This is how I can read. It's got pictures too. She's like, all right, go get like 3 more. So I had like 5 comic books because I was going to Puerto Rico for the summer. So I had these 5 comic books. The ones I remember are Uncanny X-Men, 242 Inferno, classic, Avengers Annual High Evolutionary War, and a G.I. Joe issue, I believe, I think it was like in the 60s or 70s. But I read those over and over and over in the summer, and that's how I got started reading comic books. My first comic book shop was Stonehenge in the then Zayres Plaza, now it's the Target Plaza, and I remember seeing it because we would go to ShopRite in that plaza, and we passed by and it said Stonehenge Comics and Cards, and I was like, bet, I need to go in there. So I'm 12 years old by that time. I map out from my house, Robinson Avenue, all the way up 17K. I get on my bike and I just ride it the whole way. Up the hill, everything, blah, blah, blah. Show up there, and I walked in and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I remember, I think the guy's name was Bart and George. They were there. Shout out to George's brother. He's Frank.
Frederico.
Frederico.
Poingo, man.
He wants to be on the show too. I've been holding him back, but we're gonna get him on here too. But Stonehenge was the first comic shop. Pretty dope. And that's my story.
Bye everybody, thanks for dropping through. Another new comic book day down in the books. And remember to like and subscribe down below. And we'll see you all soon.
Here a little bit easier. Alright guys. See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Later.
See you guys next week.
I always come too late. Next time, maybe. You gotta do this.
See you guys later.
Peace out.
This guy's like, peace, that's it.
Bye, man. Peace.